stop the course on an innocent child, regardless of whatever circumstances he has unfortunately found himself. This is to all sensible, humane human beings that are still remaining on the surface of the earth, especially on the internet. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. This particular video is not for everyone. As you can tell, if it's not going to suit you, please joyfully scroll past and have your peace. This is a combination of different thoughts, but which precedence is that no matter how we adults decide to do our one-on-one, the moment we start toying with the vulnerables around us, then we are heading for destruction. From the good book of Quran, from the good book of Bible, from Isheshe, they understand the language of childhood, and they do not joke with the spirit of children. We thank God for the gift of the internet that gives everybody who has the right to open an account to hear their opinion on issues, especially on public domains. It still does not mean that we should lose our sense of reasoning, especially on a case that is as complicated as the hashtag Justice for Mohbad, who passed on in September 2023. Except you've not really been online, or except you've not, been abreast of things that are going on, which has been on, I think, since October, November, December last year till now, where some bloggers have taken it as their duties to ṣépè fọmọ tí ò tí pọmọ ọdún kan. And for some people who have also been talking about it on platforms, even platforms that do not encourage course on such, we still find some very vile human beings that will drop curses. Okay, let's take this thing in layers. Some people naturally, inú èpè ló ti bí wọn. Inú èpè ló ti wẹ̀ wọ́n. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe nínú ayé wọn, inú èpè ni. So they cannot see anything without èpè. Ó ti dìran wọn. Another layer is for some people who think that because they have issues with a father or a mother, even in everyday discourse, tó bá ní problem pẹ̀lú bàbá èèyàn kan àbí ìyá èèyàn kan, àwọn ni kò face. Má face ọmọ. Especially innocent children, toddlers. Their language is of the angels. Nǹkan míì táwọn ọmọdé yìí ń rí, àwa àgbàlagbà a lè rí. Àfi t'Ọlọ́run bá fún wa ní ojú inú ẹ̀ láti rí. Why must Liam be a cause of course on social media? Sometimes you will see some people drop some comments and some curses, and when you check their profile, ilé yìí ò kọ́ ọmọdé kò kọ́ àgbà, ẹ máa ráwọn míì grandmother tó máa curse ọmọ oṣù mọ́kànlá, and you be like, you kept your own grandchildren on your platforms, and you're coming out to somebody else's platform to curse another person's child or grandchild. It's as if a lot of people have lost their senses on this. And I'm glad that people that have sense, like I said, have come out to also say, this thing starts in a spiral. Look at the cases in the other part of our country, where now the focus is adopting children in school bus, going to hostels to capture our ọmọdé. Release one. You will have seen that as a society we've lost this, we've failed. In our own times, yeah, there were a few kidnaps here and there, but one of the safest place we ever had then were schools, school buses. But now, they capture kids in large numbers, confidently. And we look at the other way. But you come Motiwa, but our Motiwa America to one London, Kukonwa, and then Badra Kiluwada. Now back to this case. Why would any normal human being decide to be cursing Liam? For what? Yes, the wahala palava is still going on. Mummy saying she wasn't given court order. Baba saying she should bring the child for DNA. She's saying she cannot bring her son for DNA to Baba, that they should go through the process. For me, at the process of this case now, Oroti Daru, Mummy is right if she says she's not comfortable physically giving the son to Baba. And that's the truth of the matter. But the best way is the court order. Let the court be the middleman in all of this, so that Baba will not be able to do magomago and women will not be able to do magomago. Kalas. We are saying, kò sí law Nigeria, kò sí kíní kan, law wà, àwa la follow law, our human beings, tá ṣe law yẹn la follow law. If not, how did Timothy Adegoke get justice at the end of the day? Tá ń pariwo pé follow law. Ṣùgbọ́n àná lọ rò tó wà nídìí eégún. And we now thought that, okay, the child looks like Sam Larry, the child looks like Oba Elegushi. Things that don't back paying, the evidence, you don't have evidence. You just come online and be shouting more money tonight. I think when some people turn their phones off or their ring lights off, there's nothing happening in their lives. It's all empty. Because if you have joy in your life, you'll not be coming online and be cursing another person's child. Your life will be so full of joy and productivity that the last thing on your mind is how to now compose ekpe. Ema shekpe kanka. Look and check TikTok. Sometimes you just feel like, ṣáwa Yorùbá náà lélẹ̀. Yorùbá tó yẹ pé àwa la kú fún ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye. Àwa mú ọgbọ́n asọ sábẹ́ bàtà. A máa ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ. Why do we need to do this? Drag Wunmi, kẹfì orí ẹ̀ drag ẹ̀. There, she's an adult. She's over 18 years. But to now focus on the child, and the mother of this child was quiet from the beginning until they started coming for her child. And Abiyamo, don't allow this happen. Yes, it's very clear that we have Abiyamo, we have Abiyagba. And it's a thing of joy when I see videos of men saying, what is wrong with us? Because àwọn ọkùnrin míì, Abiyamo tó wà lára wọn ju tóbìnrin míì lọ. Ìyẹn ọkùnrin tó mọ̀ tán bí nílé eré, tí inú ìyá ẹ̀ dá, tí inú ìyá ẹ̀ ò kan, tán bí jáde, tí ìyá dẹ̀ fi ìfẹ́ àti ayọ̀ tọ́, kò ní bọ́sta kó máa wò kó máa ṣépè fún ọmọ aláìṣẹ̀, ọmọ 11 months old. Ṣe rí èpè tí ẹlòmíì máa ti forí gbé fúnra ẹ̀ àti ìran ẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yìí. Even if the worst case scenario, okay, even if Elegushi is the father, does he not have a right to live? The worst that can happen is with yaka Wunmi to say, you are not a responsible mother. For you to gbé oyún lágbájá fún tàmẹ̀dù, or for you to be married to somebody or be with Mohbad and be knacking somebody else. Does that give us the right to still curse the child? Where is the evidence? Okay, even if they don't do the DNA, and Mohbad is not the father, and Elegu is not the father, and Sam Larry is not the father, and the father is somebody else, does that still give us the right to curse on this boy? Show no be any. Have you done paternity tests for all your sister's children in your family? Have you proved your own paternity for your father? Even if your father is dead, call or exhume, call or get any family member baba, don't they draw for you? Because this catch. It's too much. Some people will be typing as if they are typing from maybe lórí with regards to them. And tó ní coin lórí gan á mú ọmọ ẹ̀ á fi sábẹ́ ni. Ẹ lè gbọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ wèrè. I'm not saying you shouldn't drag the mother and the father, because obviously this family is a highly dysfunctional family, and wọ́n ti da èdì sí wọn láàrin. Torí tí wọ́n bá da èdì sí wọn láàrin, gbogbo wọn kò sí ìtó gbọ́rọ̀ ara wọn yé. Bàbá lọ báyìí, ìyàwó lọ báyìí, ìyàwó lọ báyìí, ọmọ lọ báyìí, gbogbo wọn kàn ń ṣe bó ṣe wù wọ́n. For one day tí ẹ jókòó pé what would Mohbad have preferred if he were to be alive? Just for one day. And put your ego, your differences, your claim to fame aside, and just get this guy justice. According to common sense, Baba is saying he wants DNA for the son, for his grandson, which he said is in no doubt that this child is Mohbad's own, but he still wants it because Nigerians want it. And since Nigerians are the one dictating for Baba, it's okay. Because téèyàn bá ṣe sọ́tún, á tún ṣe sósì láti tún rò pé, what am I doing? Baba is wearing Mohbad's clothes. Some people think it's fine. It's a way of coping with grief. It's okay. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, èèwọ̀ ni. I don't know where you want to say that one. In Yoruba land, èèwọ̀ ni. And àwọn tó dẹ̀ encourage ẹ̀, well, maybe that is what they want for themselves. For them to inherit and be wearing their children's whatever when they pass away. But for good people who are still sensible, èèwọ̀ ni, kò gbọdọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. So in all of this we are talking about, do your whatever between adults. Leave the child alone. For God's sake, leave the child alone. Ìwé Ọlọ́run sọ pé jẹ́ kọ́mọdé wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. God is crazy about children. God loves children. Ọmọdé dàbí òrìṣà ni. Before God will hear one adult, Ọlọ́run á ti gbọ́ ohùn 1 billion children. That's how pure and innocent they are. Let's leave our nonsense aside and stop this about this child. Confidently, kéèyàn wá online, kó dẹ̀ máa ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ. This is just one out of them. You can read it by yourself. I'm not going to read it out. So bad. It's so bad. Káwọn àgbàlagbà máa ṣe báyìí. It's really sad. And please, when the good people are silent about some vices, it shows you've given your 100% consent. Let us do better. Ire o.